see these two powerful men open to new ideas, looking for a way to bring about peace. Let's remember there's a big precedent for that. At the end of the Second World War, there were 3 million ethnic Germans who lived in a place called Sudetenland. That was a cause of the Second World War. What do you think Churchill and Roosevelt did to them? They moved 3 million of them out of Sudetenland and said, you can't ever come back here again. And they didn't come back. And there was peace in Central Europe until the Ukrainian war. Sometimes moving people is justified in the interest of peace. Pakistan and India, they moved millions of people and they achieved peace. So at least let's be open to the idea that perhaps some voluntary, perhaps money paid, movement of people out of Gaza can help bring about what no other solution has ever brought about before. It's complex, but let's at least thank Donald Trump for coming up with the first new idea in many, many years about how to solve this problem.
It's amazing. You know, hey, you've been in like ground zero in these woke wars for a long time. The left coming at you hard, trying to cancel you. President Trump is president. Things seem to be thriving. I'm curious if there's been a shift in your life. Are people treating you differently? Do they realize, you know what, all those things we were telling each other, that's all, you know, propaganda and lies? Have you felt a difference? Have you seen one?
Yeah, it's been worse. The Democrats, the left, the hard left, the woke, the AOCs, they double down. They say, it's your fault, Dershowitz, that this Hitler-like leader, and that's what they call him, Donald Trump, is now leading the country. They won't learn. They don't learn a lesson from, they don't believe in democracy. They don't care. They believe in democracy when they use it to win. But when they lose, as they lost resoundingly in the last election, they just ignore democracy. You're not going to change the extremes of the Democratic Party. The only way the Democratic Party is going to survive is to marginalize these people and say, we have a choice. Do we want Dershowitz to be in the Democratic Party, or do we want AOC to be in the Democratic Party? You can't have them both. They chose AOC so far. I've left the Democratic Party. If they want me back and the millions of other centrist Americans who, like centrist conservatives, might disagree with each other but have the best interests of America at heart, then they have to marginalize the extreme leftists, the Liz Warrens, the Bernie Sanders, the AOCs, and get back to being the party of Bill Clinton and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. They're so far away from that. And the Israel test is really the essential test. If you're anti-Israel, you're anti-American, you're anti-democratic, you're anti-decency.
You've been following this thing with NewsGuard